Hey everybody and welcome back to Save Station. Today I've got a few bits of Zelda news, 3 bits in fact. But before I get into that, I just wanted to remind everybody that Save Station is going to be merging into Geek XP, which is another channel, and it's going to be run by a few friends and myself. So Save Station is going to be in there. If you want a full rundown of what's happening, go check out my channel merger video, which I uploaded about a week ago or so. That explains everything that's going on. And I also would like to announce that we are live streaming Ocarina of Time. We tried live streaming it last week. It went really poorly because Twitch was being dumb. So we are going to start doing that again, and then we'll upload it to YouTube at a later date afterwards. So you'll be able to see some Ocarina of Time playthrough, guys. That's going to be super awesome. So yeah, let's get into the Zelda news. Alright, so it looks like a bunch of Breath of the Wild news keeps kind of leaking out there, either from Eiji Aonuma, the producer himself, or from other little bits of news outlets. So the first item that I have here is the confirmation of how many shrines and a few other side quest options there will be in Breath of the Wild. And this came from, I think, a leak of the official guide for the game, and I can only imagine that guide's going to be just ginormous because this game is huge. But we got confirmation that there are 120 shrines, which are mini dungeons in Breath of the Wild. There still will be regular dungeons, but they might be a little bit different from what we know. And I've theorized before, this might be those huge guardians from the trailers. They might be the dungeons. But yeah, the shrines are just going to be spread out through the land of Hyrule, and we now know that there is 120. We knew there was 100 or over 100 before, but now we have the confirmation from the guide saying there's 120 shrines. So that's just going to be you trying to find these all over the place when they all get activated early in the game. So it's going to be a great way, I think, to piece out dungeon material throughout the game. Alongside of the 120 shrines, we got confirmation of the Korok seed puzzles. As a quick rundown, we know that the Koroks are the Kokiri, and they just transformed because they had to kind of change to fit the environment outside the forest and stuff. So that's a quick rundown of what those are. But we needed to know, like, what are these seeds? We don't know what they're going to do or anything, but they're spread out throughout the land just like the shrines, except there's 900 seed puzzles in this game. 900. And I can't, like, this just almost breaks my mind, but I just feel bad for any completionist, which might be myself, trying to find all 900 of these. I'm going to try not to use a guide, but I might need one in the future. This is just insane. So alongside the 120 shrines, 900 Korok seed puzzles, we got confirmation of side quests. And there will be 76 side quests in this game. Now this could be varying. I know we already saw in some footage that there's a horse side quest given to Link. He can try and find this rare, like, white horse out in the field somewhere. So I kind of think most of the side quests will be like that. Hopefully there are ones that are more in depth with, like, character dialogue and stuff. I like to, bring up Majora's Mask. I'm not a huge fan of that game overall, but what it did have was excellent side quests where you cared about these characters that you were helping, trying to help them through their trials and tribulations. So I really hope that there are some side quests to that extent. I felt like Skyward Sword really dropped the ball on the side quests. I didn't really like a lot of them. They weren't that interesting, I felt. But I think here they have a huge opportunity to really rise above and try and channel what Majora's Mask was able to do. So, yeah, 76 side quests, and hopefully they get really in depth with them. So that's it for all the guide confirmations, but next we have Eiji Aonuma, the producer of the game, decided to reveal a few little tidbits of information. The first one is that we have a confirmed alternate ending in the game. And what Eiji says, in quotes, is there is an alternate ending if you meet certain criteria. If you do a few things, you may see a different ending. And this just kind of blew my mind. I think this is going to be more than just, like an end credit scene or something that you're going to unlock. This is actually going to change the end of the game. It might be the fact of somebody not dying. It could be maybe Link not dying at the end of the game. We also kind of know he's mentioned that this might be a kind of a sad game too. So I don't know what's going to happen at the end. some major character's probably going to die, or you could maybe save them if you do something in the game beforehand. You meet a certain criteria. So that's super exciting to see. Can't wait to get to the end of the game and potentially unlock that alternate ending. Shortly after that confirmation of the alternate ending, Onuma decided to reveal a little bit of information regarding Epona. He was quoted in saying, "As for Epona, she's in Breath of the Wild, but I do not want to reveal details about how to find her, or what that means." So, we probably are going to have to find a quest that'll activate us trying to track down Epona. If maybe she plays a huge role in the story, who knows? But I would guess you probably would not unlock her just through story plot development. It most likely will have to be something you have to seek out yourself. So Epona most likely will be the best horse in the game. You know, like 5 stars for all of her stats, because all the horses have stats in this game, which is really awesome for stamina and stuff like that. And yeah, she's probably going to be the best horse in the game, and I'm very excited to potentially try and find her in the world. Alright, the last piece of news I have for today is we got a new screenshot for Breath of the Wild. As promised, the Zelda Facebook page keeps on updating us with cool new screenshots to build hype for the game. And we get a shot of a village, which we've seen from a previous trailer. This was a trailer, I think Life in Ruins trailer, back in October that we got. And we get a closer look at what looks like to be like a chieftain hut or a shrine of some sort. This whole village kind of reminds me of shrines. We have a little goddess deity statue down there in the bottom, kind of like middle left. Again, Hylia is a huge element of this game, and I just wonder what that means for like timeline implications and stuff. Maybe you can like pray to this statue or something. Yeah, so we have a few villagers that seem to probably have some like walking cycles around the village. This main shrine looks really interesting to me. Like I said before, the chieftain probably resides in there, or maybe a special item or something. Again, what I've noticed with these villages is that they're all tucked away, almost like they're hidden. We saw another village that was also hidden with some windmills and stuff. They all seem to be behind mountains and rock formations, almost like they're hiding from something. Probably all the evil bokoblins and Stalfos and lizard people, all these bad enemies that are roaming the land, the guardians, they're probably hiding, and they found these little places to reside until the land can be saved or resurrected or what have you. So you can see the little waterfalls in the background and stuff. Maybe that water is considered like sacred or something, and maybe Link can climb up there and find like a special little water spring or something. This is a really interesting little town. I can't wait to try and find it on the world map. Yeah, there's not really much else to say about this place other than there's probably something really interesting, that big hut, which is prominently featured in this screenshot. So yeah, that's about it for this screenshot. And that does it for all the news that I have from Breath of the Wild. And hopefully we'll just keep getting more screenshots until the release, and I'll be here to try and break down what's going on in the screenshots, so look forward to those. Before I head out, I just wanted to remind everybody to check out the channel update video on Save Station to just see what's going on with the merger between Geek XP and Save Station. And then also we're live streaming Ocarina of Time on Twitch at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturdays. This will be at Brand GXP on Twitch. So check us out if you want to see Nate and I play through Ocarina of Time slowly throughout the weeks upcoming here. It's kind of a celebration for Breath of the Wild, so it should be a good time. So with that, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at your next save.